Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle 2K Classic Trilogies Mafia and BioShock Bundle of June 2025. To help me answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos or buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this.
And number 1 we have Mafia 3 Definitive Edition, an open-world action-adventure game. Set in 1968 near Bordeaux, LA, you play as Lincoln Clay, an orphan and Vietnam veteran who has just found out that your surrogate family has been mercilessly murdered by the Italian Mafia. Now you need to build a new family on your path of revenge. The Definitive Edition includes all DLC, meaning you get to explore more character stories, drive more vehicles, and murder more rival gang members with a wider array of weapons. The story is engaging, entertaining, and brings life to the world, especially if you enjoy character-driven plots. This game offers a ton of unique missions that are varied and enjoyable. These missions include murdering mobsters, tailing cars, getting information from a well-guarded crime lord, setting captives free, etc, etc. You'll also hear dozens of classic rock and Motown hits as you drive, which is nice. There are a lot of collectibles for you to find and a ton of optional missions for you to complete, so you'll be playing this a while. However, sometimes it feels like Mafia 3 is trying to be that other open-world crime game that sold a bazillion copies and have been updated countless times, Grand Theft Auto. And that's a shame because the Mafia series had always had their own personality. The story may flesh out the world, but how the NPC and AI interact with the world is quite strange. You'll see corpses stuck in the ground with its legs flying about, sometimes clipping through the wall below, guards shooting at absolutely nothing, the cops deciding to shoot nobody else but you even though one of the mobsters just killed somebody in front of their eyes, and enemies just sort of stand there, waiting for you to creep up to them to take them out. In saying that, this game still offers hours and hours of fun, with its fantastic story, unique missions, and tons of replay value, as long as you're willing to accept that it's not a perfect game. But at least, it's a fun one. Besides, seeing a corpse flail around aimlessly is kinda funny.
And number 2 we have Mafia 2 Definitive Edition, a game that throws you into the gritty world of Empire Bay, following Vito Scaletta, a Sicilian immigrant trying to climb the ranks of the mob. You'll run missions, take down enemies with cover-based gunplay, and slowly build your reputation. Classic crime story vibes straight out of something like Goodfellas. The narrative is easily the highlight here, filled with twists, betrayals, and that constant chase for the American dream, mobster style. But don't expect an open world package with things to do. You get a sprawling detailed city, but it mostly exists to serve the main story, with no side quests nor extra activities beyond buying clothes or upgrading your car. Police can be frustrating too. Get ready to be chased for speeding, but oddly, not for running red lights. Some missions spike in difficulty, like one where you're ambushed at home with no weapons, forcing you to scrap and scramble just to survive. Expect trial and error. There are also bugs, including glitches and the occasional game-breaking moment that can undo your progress. The remaster does not overhaul much beyond slight visual tweaks and bundled DLC, so if you've played the original, there's not much new here. But if you're diving in for the first time, it offers an engaging story-driven experience with over 10 hours of gameplay. It is not flawless, but for fans of Mafia tales or crime games, especially in a bundle, it is worth a look. Just brace for a few frustrating moments along the way.
And number 3 we have Mafia Definitive Edition, a story-driven, linear, and action-packed game that revolves around the protagonist's rise from a mere cab driver to an influential member of the Salieri crime family. The game does a fantastic job of immersing players in its evocative world, allowing them to soak up the atmosphere before the bullets start flying. The city of Lost Heaven is beautifully crafted with period-accurate signage, fashion, and vehicles that make you feel like you've stepped back in time. The world building and storytelling are top-notch, with the use of set pieces and atmosphere adding to the thrill of the game. The balance between combat and slower moments is spot on, with plenty of breaks in between to wander around, talk to people, or take a drive. The new tech used in the game is also worth mentioning, as it makes the experience much smoother, with more forgiving checkpoints and streamlined gameplay. Additionally, the free roam mode allows players to explore the city without being tied to a mission, and the inclusions of collectibles in the form of old pulp magazine covers adds to the fun. Overall, Mafia Definitive Edition is a fun, pacey, and nicely presented gangster epic that's sure to entertain.
And number 4 we have BioShock Infinite, a first-person shooter that takes you to Colombia, a stunning yet sinister floating city set in 1912. You play as Booker DeWitt, an alcoholic former US cavalryman tasked with finding Elizabeth, a young woman imprisoned since childhood. This seemingly simple mission spirals into an unforgettable narrative filled with multiverse twists and dark revelations. The game excels in delivering an emotional and thought-provoking story. As you unravel the secrets of Colombia, you'll encounter themes of redemption, guilt, and alternate realities. The partnership with Elizabeth steals the spotlight. Her AI is not only helpful in combat, but also makes her feel like a genuine companion. Combat in BioShock Infinite offers variety with a mix of traditional gunplay and the unique vigors, granting you supernatural abilities like summoning crows or launching fireballs. The skylines add a thrilling verticality to the gameplay, turning battles into dynamic roller coaster rides. Visually, Colombia is a masterpiece, a vibrant utopia hiding a dystopian core. The attention to detail in its architecture, music, and atmosphere immerses you in its world. However, some might find the combat slightly repetitive over time, and the DLC challenges aren't for everyone. The ending is a mind-bender that lingers with you, challenging you to piece together its layers of meaning. If you love story-rich games with deep narratives, BioShock Infinite is a must-play. Even years after its release, it remains a gem that defines its genre. At number 5 we have BioShock 2 Remastered, the second installment of the iconic BioShock series, returning you to the haunting underwater city of Rapture. This time, in the boots of a Big Daddy, one of the series' most iconic figures. This remastered edition enhances the original's visuals with high-resolution textures and 4K support, ensuring every decaying corridor and glowing neon sign feels vividly immersive. While the plot may not surpass its predecessor's brilliance, the game's enhanced combat and refined mechanics create a compelling first-person shooter experience. In BioShock 2, you'll navigate Rapture's eerie depths, battling splicers and protecting little sisters as you unravel a gripping mystery. It is recommended to play the first game first, as its characters and concepts are frequently referenced, adding clarity and context. The ability to wield weapons and plasmids simultaneously transforms combat, offering strategic depth and satisfying versatility. New mechanics like remote hacking and video camera research add layers to exploration and progression. You will also enjoy diverse DLC content, including the standout Minerva's Den campaign, celebrated for its emotional storytelling and rich atmosphere. However, the game is not without flaws. Critics point to frequent crashes and an unreliable autosave system that forces manual saves to avoid frustrating setbacks. The antagonist, Sophia Lamb, divides opinions, with some feeling she lacks the charisma of the original's Andrew Ryan. Despite these drawbacks, BioShock 2 Remastered excels in delivering more of Rapture's stunning dystopian world. The atmospheric design and fluid gameplay make it a must-play for fans of the series and newcomers alike. Whether you're harvesting Adam or savoring the art direction, BioShock 2 immerses you in a world unlike any other. Except maybe BioShock 1. At number 6 we have BioShock Remastered, a groundbreaking first-person shooter that blends innovative gameplay with an unforgettable narrative. Set in the dystopian underwater city of Rapture, you'll explore a world dripping of atmospheric Art Deco design and philosophical undertones, particularly objectivism. Rapture, once envisioned as a utopia by its founder Andrew Ryan, has become a haunting ruin overrun by deranged splicers and guarded by imposing Big Daddies, hulking armored humanoid tanks that could rip you into pieces. As you navigate this immersive world, you'll wield an impressive arsenal, including revolvers, grenade launchers, and the game's unique selling point, plasmids. These genetic modifications grant you superhuman abilities, from shooting electricity to hypnotizing Big Daddies, adding tactical depth to combat. The remaster sharpens visuals with 4K support and enhanced textures, while improved lighting and atmospheric audio elevate the tension in Rapture's decaying corridors. And it is simply marvelous. The story is masterfully revealed through audio logs, environmental storytelling, and iconic characters like Andrew Ryan and Atlas. Choices matter, particularly with the Little Sisters, where you'll decide between harvesting them for power or saving them, influencing the game's ending. Despite its brilliance, some flaws remain. Occasional bugs and repetitive gameplay loops detract slightly from the experience. The AI can be predictable, and while combat is refined, weapon variety feels somewhat limited. BioShock Remastered is more than just a shooter. It's an artistic exploration of moral choice, human ambition, and the cost of unchecked power. Whether you're a returning fan or new to the series, diving into Rapture is a must. Would you kindly play this masterpiece and subscribe to the channel for more? And that's all for this bundle. If you're new to BioShock and Mafia, this bundle is honestly a steal. $18 for 6 games, including some all-time greats like BioShock Infinite and Mafia 2. But if you've been around the block, odds are you already own most of these from Epic, GOG, Prime, or past Humble deals. No separate keys is also a bummer. Still, for newcomers or anyone looking to own moddable PC versions, it is a killer deal. Just don't expect much if your library is already stacked. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos or buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.